Welcome back, everybody. Well, I think I'm gonna do a little 2-day video today. We're gonna do a little building of the corral over there, and then we're gonna gather some cows, probably be working some calves tomorrow. We'll see how it goes, but anyway, that's what's happening on. You see that? Easy peasy.
Easy slow.
So, before we take off and go work on that corral, I've been putting this pre-con in there, the stuff you saw in that video when we picked up at the store. Let's just maybe we'll put a bag on each side. I think is what we'll maybe do. Stress tub, the Redmonds Salt. They're not really licking the salt much, but they have been licking this pre-con down. One more bag. Pre-con. This is kind of like some old school ranching now with the square bales, but these were left over from the hay ride. They're just ditch hay, and I've been kind of making a little spread pack here for them. They eat some of it, and I kind of get to lay on some, gets rid of them. We don't really have any other use for square bales, but it's been a couple days, 3 days, they've kind of quit bellering. Nice and bright, ears are up, everything looking good. Alrighty, we're loaded to go here. These pipes got delivered the other day for free. They were Kevin in town, he was cleaning out around his father-in-law's old place, and these are heavy-duty puppies. I don't know what these were, like they're old well casings or what, but there was 3 of them that are like over 8-9 feet long. The other ones were like 8 or under. But I'll show you what we did over there on that fence line feed area. And we can use these couple of broken posts. We'll use them as posts now. So we got our screws, we got our chain, we're ready to rip. The old Sonoma fired up with the help of a booster pack, and we're off. So this is a 75-foot chunk of fence line bunk, and we went ahead and we put these hog slats down. I've never done this before, but I've seen some guys try it. This one gets used a lot because we fatten our cows here and we feed a bunch of calves. So this one doesn't get much reprieve all the way through the spring. I think this is gonna help us. We had broke a couple of these telephone poles over the year. These bad boys, like I said, heavy duty well casing pipes. The nice thing about the King Hitter versus all of your vibrating pounders, this one, you could not get a vibrator on this one. They're limited to about 11 feet or 10 feet or whatever, as high as your skid steer can reach up there and get on them. That last one we did was probably a 14-foot post. We can pound pretty tall stuff, so let's whack-a-do on this bad boy. Epic time lapse. Two things. Last time I didn't have it, I had this on the outside. Now this time, we're actually setting these panels down on the cement. So it's gonna give us a little bit of a gap there all the time. Hopefully that keeps us a little less crap on our metal, so we don't have a big rust problem over time. I don't think a guy would anyway. It'll be pretty good, but this will definitely help. I snuck in here to push one of those ahead a little bit, and I didn't move this crap far enough, so now I'm hung up. We got the old Sonoma. You're always wanting to hook it to the safety chain area. That's where you like to hook her. All right, we're moved over here to this pin. We're using our panel as our straight line and for our measurement there. That way you can't screw up. Looks like it could come back to you a little bit this way, and that'll help you some.
Right there?
Yeah. Those are railroad ties, they're blunt. We didn't sharpen them, just whacking them in. We'll pound them in 4 foot, and then I got continuous fence clips to, these are sucker rod panels. I bought at an auction for 85 bucks. They're 24 foot. You got to put another post in versus like your continuous fences, but for that kind of money, I don't know, I like them, so I bought a bunch of them that time. this is how this pen is going to work. We're making it a little wider over there, and we straightened this out. We're actually bringing the gate. This gate used to be over here, which was hard for the cattle to see if they were down in that corner. Now we're bringing the gate back up to here, getting more straight, and then this is actually going to take the angle here like this. This pen will be, bring them in here. They're going to instinctively want to come back this way. And we're going to have a temporary loading alley along here, 10 foot wide, and then it'll go lined up with this thing. You come around the corner, just like at home, where we come around the corner and we walk them along the hoop building. Same thing here. We'll walk them along here. This is actually going to shoot past the tub, probably go this way in a bud box. So they'll go in and then close this, and they're going to come back around us and they'll go right into the tub. And then the tub and alley are going to lay right facing that way. Alrighty, wackadoo, wackadoo. Let's pound some posts. Back after dinner. We're going to stand this one up, and then I'm going to get pounding over there while we're screwing this on. So here we go. I think we got to stand this side up and then we'll walk it back. You want to come in a ways? They're pretty heavy. Why don't you come in a few feet like I am? Lightweight, lightweight. Hang on, buddy. Okay. Hey. Oh, oh. What's going on? Ah. All right.
Missed a nail.
Now we got to sneak around the other side. Oh gosh. Okay. Clips, I put just 2 on each one, but I kind of stagger them depending on where I go. We got these pounded, and now we're going to put this gate on here, drilling hinges holes. But I see the old heifers are coming up, this group here, ones that have resided at this farm all summer. Brrr, 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 brrr. Nice. What's up, girls? Brrr. Little motion sensor action water here, girls. Help yourselves, guys. Free refills. All right, enough of that. Back at her. So we'll get this gate hung right here, and that should line us up perpendicular to make a 90-degree corner here out of this pen, and then from here we'll go on an angle over to there. So what that's going to do is once they come into this pen, they're going to want to come around and they're going to follow this angle, and they're thinking they're going to want to come back to this gate. But all we're going to do is we're going to come into the pen a little bit and let them come around us like so, and then I'm going to have that 10-foot alleyway right here with a little L kicker gate on the end that will go right over to there and chain. So we'll let them go past us, lock them up into here basically, and then follow them into the bud box to the tub. It'll all make sense at the end, and then if it doesn't work, we get to change some of it again. So we got to use a hammer now to get this, so it's time to talk about the Ranching Sodak Oak Creek Ranch Matt Feldhaus hammer. So this hammer is made in the United States from a guy in Michigan, and the company is called Boss, and this thing is actually a Boss. I have not used all the features, but this thing can be used as a square, so it will set on your piece of wood square from there to there, and then you can use this as a square. It also can be used as a 45, quick 45. See that mark right there? So if you had a board, imagine a board in that mark. Now this is a 45. This way, 45. You got a staple holder in this one that we'll try someday, and a nail holder. You have a nail puller right there. And what else? Anyways, oh, and a little wrench on the back, 7/16 I suppose that is, or 1/2 inch maybe. Anyways, super nice hammer to swing. He was nice enough to send me one. Okay, jiggle that up a little bit, I'll tap her down. And I would say it works just like a hammer. All right, now we can tighten that up. should be good. No, this thing's pretty cool. We'll use it for fencing, and I don't do much building like I used to, but with the staple deal, that'll be kind of interesting to see how that works. So shout out to Boss Hammers. Like I say, I did not buy this. I did not reach out, and I get a lot of emails and a lot of people, especially Chinese stuff, want me to showcase their things, and I say no to 99% of them. This guy being the United States, and it's a pretty cool product. So check it out, Boss Hammers. And to see this angle fence coming together now, this is the last post for out here. Once the tub shows up and I can set it down and play with it a little bit, we'll have to build a couple of short little fences to go out, and then the bud box will be all temporary, but I'm gonna wanna put one stationary chunk, I think, out to, so you always park in the same spot, if that makes sense. Where you just pull up, line up this with this, and then you know you're on the money. So for now, this will be the last one. The panel that goes here is laying over by the shop. It has a few broken spots on it, so it needs to be welded before we bring it over and screw it on.
We're gonna have to end up coming to the other side.
Come on now, Johnny.
It's just, I don't...
It's not going for you?
Well, I mean, it's just, it keeps going away from me.
It's coming this way all the time?
Yeah, which it's easy fix, you just gotta go over there.
Why don't you take the string down and I'll just come around right now then.
Yeah.
So this one is broke right here, and it was unhooked down there, and I think, oh, right here and right here. And I got this put back together. But this is the old stick welder now over here at Jim's, so we'll see what we can do. No grinding required, just my style. Well, I'm gonna go grab the pallet forks and we'll lift him up, weld the other side. But those were like 40 bucks cheaper a panel, and I just welded for like 4 minutes, 3 rods. So it's probably worth it. Sucker rod, it's brittle, so in the wintertime you can't get really aggressive with it or you will be breaking them. So let's go grab the fork. Oh, I didn't get the camera turned on quick enough, but feed truck just showed up. So now we'd put that pre-con in there this morning, but what I switched them to is creep feed, half, they call it 20-80, which is 80% corn, 20% concentrate, ground real fine. It's got a mineral pack in it, the amount of protein they need. It does have like a rumensin in there, which helps with bloat, promotes growth or whatever. Good for their stomach. You hear me talk about rumensin a lot. Them puppies are set up now. Got the feed coming every day, and give them a couple more days and we'll probably run them through and give them a shot. Now we are loaded up. Sassy Pants is up for the day. It's 5 o'clock, so she's up ready to go all day now. We are gonna go gather a group of cows. Basically, we're just gonna bring them home. So they're one pasture away from home right now. So it's a fairly big pasture, but we got this. And then another football game tonight. Playoffs start tonight, so we gotta hustle and then we'll go to the game.
A home playoff game.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is where we're gonna end up, is right out in right here. This is the 80 closest to the house. What happened here? It's not supposed to be off of there. Might be missing my little rubber deal. Son of a gun. I wonder. It's not good. Not good at all, Antonio. I probably should tear this thing out and put one of my new tanks that I'm selling here. I might just have to put it on with no O-ring and see how bad it is, or does that even, the plunger's gone, so it won't even work at all. It's a whole plunger situation. Son of a gun. Gotta find it. I found a piece. So rest easy, everyone. She working.
Bring on that fence?
No, they'll come right through the middle. All right, let's go saddle up, see what we can find out there. You guys have been turned off, but I am now 2 miles from that gate where we first were up by that water tank. And this is the end of it, this fence. And I had a little hot wire turbo wire going across the creek here. So I pulled that up. Johnny is up on the other side of the trees, and now we're both working our way back that way. Then we'll get out into a big area and we'll have to start getting them gathered up. But we worked our way all the way to the back. So now we're gonna try to bounce out of here. Kind of hard to make good YouTube videos with a GoPro out in the big country. But there's about a third of them that came over here, and then I'll get up here on the top because you probably still can't see, but trees right here, and they go on an angle, and then they hit a corner, a pinch point, where normally these cows, if they were out in that flat, we could have took them up going south, but now they're going to get pinched down into that. They're going to have to force them through the trees. It's pretty steep, but once one goes, they all go type of thing. I'm not sure what this cow and calf, they were just nursing. I don't think he's sick. He's really good sized calf. We'll have to watch him a little bit, but she doesn't seem to be limping and he doesn't seem to be sick. So we caught up to him and got that one caught up there. He is kind of acting a little weird though. He hasn't coughed yet, but I don't know. He is kind of acting a little funny. These girls got to pick a spot to go through here now. They're kind of giving me the fits. Some want to turn back. Let's go, girls. You're gonna have to go for it. You guys made the mistake of coming over here. Let's go. Pick a spot and go. This is a young, I mean, these are pretty young cows, 5-year-old cows, so should be agile enough to navigate the, they kind of got to go sideways though to go. Get over. Get over. They're finding a path. They're gonna pop out of my coulee over here. You guys making your way? What's up, little dude? Come on, cow. I think we're going, everybody's going the right way. Everybody's kind of pointing south, so we should be good. I have crossed this before, not too far down there, but Sassy Pants always bails off when things get exciting. Need Steve Lang here to help us cross these gnarly cricks.
And so I'm just hanging out, but there's a whole bunch in there.
Yeah, they're making their way through though. Here again, GoPro City. That's the gate we came in, where with the water tank right there. So here we are, we made them in. So tomorrow, this is this like 65 acres or whatever. So tomorrow they'll be here, and then we'll run them up into the corral, let them stand for a little bit, have a cup of coffee or two, and then go ahead and strip the calves and booster them all. There's nothing to do with the cows yet, so we're just gonna booster all these calves. We're giving them 3 shots, and yeah. And then we'll kick them out, run them across the road. We'll take them 2 miles to the east, and then they can kind of fall graze there for, you know, about a month, maybe in a month and a week, 5 weeks. Right after Thanksgiving, then we'll start weaning calves. So, yeah, this is a pretty place to work. It's a nice office view. Yeah, it is. Oh, it went good. The cattle, we got them, we kind of bumped them started, and then shoot, once they kind of started going, it's like a vacuum. You can't, we didn't see a lot of cows. We saw them all going out the gate, so we're good. All right, I'm gonna shut this one off. We'll do another video of us working tomorrow, so we got 2 videos in the hopper there. So thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
It doesn't really